Hello, Darkman Doll here. Today I want to answer a viewer's question about Freeform Dreadlock. So this will be a Freeform Dreadlock talk video today. And let me place this phone down if I can. I'm soaking my feet. That's why you see me like this with my pants up. But I just want to answer a question for a viewer. They were replying to a video I made recently, and the name of the video is called "Should White People Have Dreadlocks?" If you haven't seen that video, please do check it out. It has been recently posted. So the question was from this viewer named Ronald Armstrong, and he asked me, do Freeform works for all hair textures? Here's the thing. With the texture of hair that I have, my dreads pretty much would lock overnight. I have like what's called a 4C hair type. It's the coarsest, and it's the most fragile and most prone to getting dry. So my hair, it locked really fast. It took no time for it to lock. Somebody with a straighter texture hair, it'll take longer to lock if you're doing a freeform dreadlock method. That's why a lot of people who have straight textured hair do these techniques like back combing, crochet, and things like that. That helps to speed up the process. Some people don't care about speeding up the process, and they just let their hair do what it does, straight or whatever. And that's what freeform dreadlocks is all about. I can't speak as someone with straight hair because I don't have straight hair. And a long time ago, I did do 2 women's hair that one woman had really bone straight hair, and she didn't want to wait for it to dread up. She wanted to use wax and all that kind of stuff. I don't suggest using wax or any kind of like gels and things like that on your hair, unless it's like aloe vera gel. That's good for your hair and your scalp. But yeah, it takes longer is what happens. It takes longer for some people who have thin hair and straight hair. It can be thick and straight, and it still take a long time to dread. So this type of hair, the hair that I have, 4C hair, dreads a lot faster when it comes to freeform dreadlocks, or when it comes to dreadlocks in general. But can all hair types lock? Yes, all hair types can lock. Before people even use combs, they just let their hair lock. I just got water on my screen. Hold on. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just rinsed my hair out with a hair rinse from Fennel. That's why my hair is all wet. I'm letting it dry out in the sun, out in the air. But yeah, you can lock your hair if you have straight hair. But there's certain textures of hair that are more prone to locking. Then on the flip side, my husband, he's of German descent. He has straight hair and it's really long. He doesn't want dreadlocks. But if he were to let his hair, didn't comb his hair, like one night, his hair got tangled and it was starting to kind of mat up but not. And he doesn't like that, so he doesn't want dreadlocks, and that's cool. And I don't care if he does or doesn't. I'm just concentrating on my hair and what I want for my hair. And yeah, so it can all kinds of hair can lock, but it just depends on how much time. And some people just don't want to wait, and they just want it instantly, have instant locks. But a lot of times that's not what happens. People also have to think about why they're locking their hair too, but not a lot of people do. Some people just say, okay, I'm just doing it for fashion. It looks cool, and then I'm done with it. So be it, whatever. I really don't care to get into judging people for the decisions of why they lock their hair, let their hair lock, or whatever. People do, like I've said before, people decide to lock their hair for many different reasons, and those reasons aren't really any of my business to be, puzzling over too much. But as far as hair texture, this type of hair locks really fast. 4C hair, it locks really fast. And this isn't just according to me and my experience. This is according to a lot of people and their experience. African texture afro, like hair, coarse hair locks fast. It just does. Locks really fast. The coarser your hair, the quicker it locks. That's why a lot of people that have straight hair, naturally straight hair, like I said, they do those techniques, crochet or backcombing. Some people use sea salt water to make the locking process faster. I just, what I would say is just to try out one section of your hair and see how it works. Just try leaving one section of your hair not combed, and just let it be. If you're still combing your hair, just set aside that one section of hair and let it be, and see what happens when you don't comb it, and see what the lock looks like, because a lock will form, and test it out and see if it's something that you want, and if you feel like your hair is locking the way. The freeform dreadlocks, though, it's not about, I want it to lock this way or that way. It's going to lock the way that it wants to lock, so you have no control over that. So that's my answer to that question. I think all hair textures can form into, some people call what I have locks, and some people call what people who have straight hair in their hair locks, they call it matted. So, and then some people who have freeform dreadlocks that have straight hair just call them freeform dreadlocks, because they're letting their hair do what it wants to do and lock at its own time. Not trying to rush the process. A lot of people want to rush the process because they want to get to where it looks like so and so's. But I think that all textures can do that when you don't comb it. That's just a natural state of what happens to hair just in general. I've heard that certain hair is really resistant to locking, like thick Asian hair, like thick, straight Asian hair can be resistant to locking, is what I've heard. But yeah, the type of hair that I have is so more easily prone to being able to lock. And that's the reason why I decided to just let go and stop combing my hair and doing all this crazy shit to it to make it look like straight white European hairstyles, which it was torture on my hair pretty much, and my hair suffered from it. So you can watch videos about all of those topics too that I cover on this channel. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Do freeform works for all hair textures. Try it out and see how it works for you. I don't want to sit here and go, yeah, it'll work for you. Just take a section of your hair, don't comb it. Of course, clean it, but don't comb it, and just see what happens. Don't try to manipulate it or back comb it or crochet it. Just let it be, and then see what happens. You just test it out and see for yourself. What kind of hair do you have? Person that's asking this question, Ronald Armstrong. What kind of hair do you have? Do you have straight hair? Check it out, figure it out, and also maybe consult people that have the type of hair texture that you have. There's a lot of people that do freeform dreadlock videos, that have straight hair, that have curly hair, in between hair, the type of hair that I have. So just check it out for yourself by doing that little test. So I hope this helps you, Ronald Armstrong, if you're on a freeform dreadlock journey. So thanks for joining me today. The most important thing to do, realize when you're on the freeform dreadlock journey, is not to manipulate your hair as much as possible, and keep it as natural with what you put on it as possible if you don't want to damage your dreadlocks. So yeah, thanks for joining me today. If you'd like to support this channel, you can donate $1 or more to my PayPal at kdaddytmama@comcast.net, and include a question you'd like to see answered on an upcoming show. It's not required to support this channel in that way, but people have asked how they can support all three of my channels. This channel, Dark Moon Doll, The Productive Cannabis Connoisseur, and Healing with Color. So those are all the three channels I have here on YouTube. The money goes towards saving up, helping to pay for the expenses of living here in California because it's way expensive. Now that I moved to another home and sharing a house, with a roommate, it's even more expensive, which is weird. You think it'd be less because you're splitting it somehow, but it's not. Anyway, helping with that, helping to get a new camera so I'm not taxing my camera phone, and also to save up for land so that I can buy some land, build some tree homes on that land, and also grow as many medicinal herbs and fruits and vegetables as I can on that land. And once I have myself situated in that kind of, environment, then I can help other people easily. So that's what that PayPal thing is all about. Thanks for joining me, guys. Keep the journey simple. And I'm just saying that this journey I'm on, Freeform Dreadlock journey, it's a spiritual journey. It's not a journey just like, oh, I just decided I want locks because it looks cool. I decided to do it because as a child, little girl, I was judged a lot for my hair, the natural texture of my hair. And everybody expected my hair to look like every other little black girl who's getting a relaxer or later on a Jerry curl. I went through all of that, and I damaged the fuck out of my hair because I was embarrassed by my hair and what it looked like. Now, after 21 years of having Freeform dreadlocks, I've embraced my hair and the natural state of it, and constantly finding new things that I can use, and realizing that it's not what you put on the outside of your hair, it's also what you put on the inside of your body. I want to emphasize that more and more each time that I make these videos, that you have to put a lot of healthy stuff in your body to get a lot of healthy stuff outside of your body. So it's really important. So make sure you do that and stay hydrated. Drink as much clean water as you can, and eat as much fruits and vegetables as you can, because those are vitamins and minerals. And those vitamins and minerals and keeps your hair healthy and strong. And yeah, just keep it simple. Alrighty, guys. Brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.